So guys, you know how I usually make a bunch of videos, and when I talk about the Fortnite community being themselves, or people being themselves on Twitter, people being themselves online, I'm just like, oh, you know what? When they say something stupid, let's just chalk it up to stupidity. What do I care what they think? But I can't help but be salty a little bit. And this is what this video is going to be about. Typically, I'm a pretty positive guy, right? But there's something that I'm actually legitimately really salty about coming into this brand new season, and I just wanted to share my thoughts today and let me know if you agree with me, because it's a little bit like out of character for me, and I just can't help it, man. I just can't help it. We're gonna get into it in just a second. Before we do, though, I do want to say hello, everybody. Welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Kyle. I'm your guy with too many YouTube channels. Let's get into the video. So, guys, it's important to note before we get into the video that I am speaking in general. Maybe this message does not apply to you. Maybe what I'm saying does not apply to you. You cannot take this personally. I'm just talking about the general consensus that's been going around online, okay? I'm a little bit salty, okay? Because I've been reading, and I think it's because typically when we see people online, I'm like, wow, that's a stupid thing to say. But I even know people from work, my personal life, people talking about this OG season coming back, because of course, Fortnite took over the world, right? Fortnite was the biggest game. Fortnite was the biggest thing of all time, right? Now we have the OG Fortnite coming back. That has gone mainstream. Everybody knows about it. If you watch YouTube, TikTok, posts on Instagram, whatever it may be, it is all over social media. And it's all over social media among casual players, and especially players who quit the game and are planning on returning to OG Fortnite. There are so many players that have left the game and they're thinking about coming back to Fortnite, or are planning completely to coming back to Fortnite to Chapter 1, because Chapter 1 was just superior in every single way. And here's the biggest part for me, okay? This is where I get mad at the Fortnite community. And it's tough to say because I'm not actually mad. It's just I look at this stuff and I shake my head, and this is what I want to talk about today, okay? It's kind of all over the place, so bear with me. Thank you for watching the video. Do you guys not remember, okay? Because I remember this clear as day. I'm sitting back. I'm enjoying my game of Fortnite. I loved Fortnite Chapter 1. I was the true lover of Fortnite Chapter 1 and Chapter 1 Season X. You've heard me talk about Season X a lot on the channel in general. Guys, okay. Season 3, Season 4 of Chapter 1. They were unanimously loved. Everybody loved it. Everything was great, right? We go into Season 5. And this is the season that's coming back. Everyone's hyped about it, right? It was a great map. In my opinion, the entire season was great. But all the whining and moaning and crying that we saw online, and it wasn't online, okay? This wasn't a loud minority type thing. You know where you see that online, the people are online, they're typically the loudest? I would go as far as to say it was half the player base. I really would, because this stuff stretched out to so many people. Again, in my real life, I know people from work, my friend group, everybody played Fortnite, and people were complaining about the same thing. This is different from just Twitter being loud. You know what I mean? Season 5, everyone was complaining about the spray meta. The game was unplayable. Do you guys not remember? Season 5, the first season where Fortnite was officially dying, started losing players, right? It was ridiculous. It was ridiculous, the spray meta. Nobody liked the P90. Nobody liked the drum gun. Nobody liked the turrets. Nobody liked any of that stuff because they were dying too quickly, right? Let's move on to Season 6. Do you guys not remember Fortnitemares? Do you guys not remember the zombies? Do you guys not remember everybody whining and crying that people could use their glider redeploy to run away from people? Let's fast forward to Season 7, and this is just the start of it. This is just the beginning of it. Season 7, oh man, there was too much of the snow biome. There was way too much of it. The Infinity Blade was ridiculous. While I will admit, the Infinity Blade, fair criticism. That's probably the only fair criticism on this list. Again, I believe competitive players, side note, that they have a reason to complain about all this stuff, but I'm talking about the casual people, right? So the Infinity Blade was ridiculous, planes were ridiculous, nobody liked planes. Now everybody is talking about how much they miss planes, right? I was having fun with the planes. I loved them before they nerfed. I remember everyone complaining about balloons, how people were in the air shooting at them. I remember Season 8, everybody hating the ballers, people hating the volcano. There was nothing there. There was nothing there except some lava. Nobody ever went in it. Everybody hated the ballers. Everybody, it was insane. Season 8, a little bit less hate, but Season 9, slipstreams were ridiculous. Where's my tilted towers? Oh my god, they're spending I have to collect all these fort bites. Now everybody's missing the fort bites, right? Do you guys not remember, well, 100 things we have to go collect? That's a little ridiculous for a challenge, don't you think, Epic Games? Season X. Don't get me started on Season X. Epic Games, why are you updating this too much? Why can't you make the map the same? And while we had Season 7 through Season 10, people were begging for a new map. Nobody liked this map. Everybody was talking about how boring it got, how the map was too chaotic, the map was changing too often, and that's how we ended up with Chapter 2 Season 1. It was boring, it was flat, nothing happened, the loot pool was simple. The community got exactly what they wanted. But by then everybody's gone. Everybody's gone, and now these people have the audacity to claim that they enjoyed Chapter 1. Have the audacity to complain, let alone Chapter 1 Season 5 to Season X. If you want to get even more specific, especially Season 7 to Season X. I remember nothing but seeing online about negativity. Nothing. And I know you could argue, I say this all the time, the majority of the player base that enjoys the game are just online and they're not crying. But the amount of people that I'm seeing post right now, the amount of people that I know for a fact, the number is not the same. They're claiming that the game is so much better, that Fortnite as it is right now sucks. This is why I left the game. I will never play on the Fortnite Chapter 2, 3, or 4 map. I want to go home to Chapter 1. I want to play on Chapter 1, Season 5 through X. I miss the Max. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. I cannot believe it, because I remember distinctly I was the only one online. I was a little bit more anonymous at the time. I was like on my Twitter accounts and Reddit accounts, right? I remember distinctly nobody agreeing with me, constantly getting downvoted, constantly, everywhere you went, and every single time you uploaded a YouTube video, every single time you saw a thread on Twitter. I understand Twitter is a whole place where it just breeds negativity, but guys, if you were there, you would know, you would just know, nobody liked the planes, nobody liked the ballers, nobody, and again, it's important to note I'm generalizing, you might have liked the ballers, I'm not talking about you if that's the case. The amount of negativity that was throughout Chapter 1 is ridiculous to me. And now I'm just salty that all of these posts online are claiming that they used to like this stuff. People in my own life, people who absolutely hated every single change that Epic Games made since Season 3, Season 4 at the very least. Now they're going, oh wow, Chapter 1's coming back, I'll see you there. I'm going to go back to Chapter 1, I'm going to have some fun. And if they have fun, this is where it's tough. This is where it's tough, because I want people to have fun on Fortnite. I want some of my friends to come back to the game, right? But all of a sudden you're liking it. I think it's just the whole NPC thing that's going on. People are just NPCs. They see people posting online, oh, we're going home, the good old days. Oh yeah, that was fun. Like, oh my god, people are looking with such like, what do you call it? Do they call it like nostalgia blinding glasses? I think there's a saying for it. Not the grass is green on the other side, kind of like the reverse. People are always looking through, is it rose colored glasses? I don't know. Whatever it is, there's a saying for it, but it's not coming to me. It's crazy to me, because maybe all we needed to do was have a couple big people, like, I know it's much easier said than done, have Cypher PK and Typical Gamer upload about how much they loved the mechs at the time of Season X. Then everybody be like, oh yeah, just a couple of reposts, right? People start talking about it, people start making TikToks on it. And then all of a sudden, everybody just looks at that, and yeah, the mechs are pretty good. It's just some people were turning off their screens, some people were quitting the game, people were saying Fortnite is dying. Yeah, and you talk like this is the same thing the entire time. Fortnite is dying. You've been hearing it since Chapter 1, Season 5, and there's a reason why people are saying that. It's because people were leaving the game. People were leaving the game because they weren't happy, and now all these people are like, yeah, let's go back to the spray meta. Oh, 4 Nightmares, let's drop some with some zombies. Oh yeah, I want the Infinity Blade. I cannot believe that I'm hearing people talk about the Infinity Blade, especially because I felt like I was alone. I was alone in liking the Infinity Blade. I was alone in liking mechs. I was alone in liking Season X. It was an insane thing if I ever came across somebody at the time who enjoyed Season X, because I was like, there you go, there's somebody, right? But now they're everywhere. Now they're everywhere. And this is where I'm like, it's tough, because I chalk that up in my own head to people being dumb. That's, people are NPCs, right? Nobody thinks for themselves anymore. They're just coming back. They're hearing that this OG Fortnite coming back is a good thing, and then they just think it's a good thing because other people said it's a good thing. Why am I salty about that? You know, I can't help it. Maybe it's because it's people in my own life. I don't know, man. I wish I could tell you. And typically I'm so good at that. Typically I'm like the master of not letting anything bother me. And to be honest with you, it's something that's bothering me like very, very little. It's not even really It's not affecting my life, I can tell you that. It's just, I wanted to talk about it. I wanted to get people's opinions. But another thing that it really could be is that I know, like, these people would like Fortnite Chapter 4. Most of these people would like Fortnite Chapter 2, 3, and 4. They just listen to the people around them, you know? They just listen to society tell them that Fortnite's a kid's game. They just listen to, like, peer pressure tell them not to play games. You know what I mean? They just listen to girls not like video games, and then they're just like, oh yeah, I'm a little bit too old for that now. Maybe I'm salty about that, because all these people are the same people that are crying that Fortnite's not the same and Fortnite's dead. Or you hear this, Fortnite's dead to me. Like, what is that? What is that, man? I think that's why, is because I have to listen to these people cry and moan, and the game is better now. The game is better. You know what? I'll admit, there were seasons that were S tier seasons in Chapter 1, but we got more. Chapter 2, Season 7, in my opinion at least. Chapter 2, Season 2, Season 3, they were fantastic. Season 5 was fantastic. Season 8 was great. Chapter 3, Season 1, S tier season. You know, we have had Chapter 4, Season 1, even this season now. We've had great Fortnite seasons, but people don't give it a chance because they've just been conditioned to think it's not Chapter 1, or like, Fortnite's dead to me, so it's dead to me forever, I'm not playing. And then all of a sudden this comes out and it's like the game's gonna be any different. You know, it's gonna be the same game. It's gonna be the exact same game. We'd be having a different conversation if we were actually getting OG Fortnite. They were removing sprinting and mantling. They were removing turbo build. Completely different conversation, but the game today is going to be just dropped on a different map with a few more updates. And these people are gonna come back, and I'm of the opinion that most people will hate it, but if these people come back, these NPCs, they come back and they go, wow, what an amazing season. Epic Games, they finally did something right. And that drives me crazy, man. That drives me crazy. The hate for Epic Games. The people, I know better than the people who are running $1 billion company. Like, Epic Games, this is all you had to do. You had to bring back an old map. It's the same game. It's the exact same game that it is in Chapter 4. That game that you make fun of, that game that you hate so much, that game that you refuse to play, right? It's the same game today. The same mechanics, the same building. You're just dropped on a different map. And to be honest with you, the map doesn't matter that much because we've had good maps since. There's been some lackluster maps, but with Fortnite, it doesn't make that much of a difference. So maybe that's why. It's just something I wanted to get off my chest. I know this video is kind of all over the place, but I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. And it is important to note again that I am generalizing. This isn't a personal attack on anybody, okay? I know some people can take it that way. Just want to make sure you guys understand. But guys, let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. If you can dissect my brain at all, give me a reason for why I'm feeling the way I feel. Again, I'm not, like, it's tough to say because I'm not actually salty. Like, I'm a little bit salty. I'm salty when I read this stuff, and then I'm like, I just shake my head at it, and I'm like, guys, why are you saying all of this? You know what I mean? But then I get up and then I go about my life and I don't even give two thoughts about it. You know what I mean? That's a better way to put it. So it's slightly bothering me, but I'd love to know what you guys think down below. Do you guys understand what I'm saying? Let me know. Again, thank you so much for watching, everybody. On the screen right now, if you'd like to continue watching the Clen channel, there will be 3 videos on screen for you. 1, the complete guide to fixing Fortnite. 2, the rising difficulties of living and dating as a gamer. And 3, a video that YouTube thinks that you would like the best. Click on one of them, guys. I will see you either there or in the next video. Take care.